Habari gani, Mainduga Nadada. This is your brother, Abu Amin Ra. Listen, my brothers and my sisters. Maybe I don't speak eloquently like some of our scholars do. But brother, I believe in speaking to the people in the frame of language that they speak and they understand. Now listen, my brothers and my sisters. I guarantee you, we shall never be liberated until we decide that we are going to have liberation by any means it takes. Our brother, our loving brother, our darling brother, Malcolm X, preached this consistently. We must be willing to do whatever it takes to be liberated, or we shall never be liberated. Are you listening to me? We're in the political system now. But first of all, one of the hindrances to our gathering, our liberation through this process is we are not really citizens of the United States of America. They had to add amendments to the Constitution to declare your citizenship for you. The founding fathers, as so-called, didn't do it. They're not my founding fathers. They are my founding enslavers, because most of them, the first several presidents, were slave owners, and they had babies by our black women. Listen, 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 my brothers and sisters. Nothing's wrong with what we are doing now. We've been for peaceful kumbaya demonstrations. Then we got the Black Lives Matter organization who moved us to another level. But listen, my brothers and sisters, I don't care how the game goes, the narrative rather, we shall always be slaves to them in their minds. It's not because they don't want us to have liberation. Of course they don't, but that's not the only reason. You have to come to an understanding. They don't hate you because you can vote. They don't hate you because you sometimes get pretty good jobs. They don't hate you because you ride around in nice cars sometimes. They don't hate you because they have criminalized our young people, boys in particular. That's not what. They want us decimated. Get that through your minds. Listen to me. They want us out of this country or in a grave someplace. They hate us. Can't you understand this? Now, right now, we should stay on the political level because that's where we are. But until we are willing to escalate the struggle and be determined to get our liberation by any means necessary, and they understand this unequivocally, we shall always be their slaves. They try to tell us how to wear our hair, how to dress, how to speak English. We speak the way we want to speak. Everybody speaks English differently. Nobody speaks the English that the Queen Mother, that oppressive be. How she speaks English, we don't want to emulate her. Now listen. Until we are willing, listen carefully now, to do whatever it takes, at whatever time it takes, and we are organized, we are going to stay in the position we are, begging for crumbs from the master's tables. He's given us all kinds of bills passed in our favor, and took every one of them. So much for politics. Brothers and sisters, listen. In order to get a job done and your dreams realized as opposed to deferred, you, me, and every other black person must be determined, must be determined, must be determined that we are going to have freedom by any means necessary that we must use. We are not going to be free. We haven't reached that stage yet where we believe this and accept this, because we are still begging for crumbs on the master's table. And as soon as he stopped dropping the crumbs off the table to the floor, we suffer. So listen, brothers and sisters, listen, please listen, tell me. When we're in one stage of the struggle, as we are right now in the political struggle, we should be prepared for the next level of the struggle. We should gather the tools necessary to make this dream of ours, this hope of ours, a reality. We must have the tools that are necessary to concretize what we want. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you now? Listen, the white community for the next level of struggle, and don't believe they have a plan. See, we don't plan anything. We sit around and react. We must be proactive. We must mean what we say and say what we mean, and then work together as organized people to concretize what we want. Do you understand what I'm saying? We must get the tools today for the next level of our struggle. All the young white men and old white men, they have the tools necessary. And believe me, they shall not hesitate to use them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Here's something else I believe. People not necessarily get what they deserve, but they get what their hands call for when they sit around begging for liberation. That doesn't work, and it never will work. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Listen, we must gather the tools now that are necessary for our next level of struggle. Because whether you believe me or not, white people are paying for this. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are preparing for this. What are we doing? Are we prepared for the next level of our struggle? Because the next level will surely arrive here, because they are not going to change. They hate us. They detest us. They are jealous of us. Because deep down in their hearts, they know that we defeat them in everything. We compete against them if the playing field is level. They're not fools. Don't think of them as fools, because if they are fools, what are you? They rule you. They control us. They kill us when they desire to kill us, and that's nothing we can do about it, because we do not prepare ourselves for that level of struggle. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, Facebook is not going to allow all the people I attach as friends to this video for them to view, to see it. I don't know the games and the logarithms they are using, but I know I've gotten 96,000 replies on some of my videos. Now, how the highest I get is about 16, 15, 14. Average number is about 5 or 6. This is because Facebook is not exposing your videos to all the people you have tagged to see your video. Understand me, black people. Understand me. I believe we must always be prepared ahead of time for the next level of our struggle. And when we struggle on one level and we get nothing for it but games played on us, we should escalate it to the next level. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Now you can put on your tap dance shoes, you can put on your Uncle Tom suit, you can do all kinds of dances and entertainment for them, but they despise us. Not every one of them, but in general, they despise us. We will never get too far playing politics because we are not a majority voters. We don't determine really who gets into office, but we help determine it depending on whether the other people, the white people, are voting for a particular president than we are. They have more votes than us. So we just add to the pile and contribute to the victory of those we vote for. Are you listening to me now? Joe Biden signed bills to protect the Asian South Pacific Islands, the homosexuals, or whatever you want to call them, from violence acted upon them. No hate crimes against these people. We've been here for over 400 years. Watch policemen shoot our boys in the back, shooting women, black women that is, while white boys who commit the same crime have privileges. Remember Jeffrey Dahmer? When he went to that church and killed those black people, 9 I think it was. I have heard and I have read now. I cannot attest to its authenticity, but white people gave him his privileges. I heard on one video, a couple of videos as a matter of fact, that they took him by a fast food joint and bought him some hamburgers and a soda while they were taking him to jail. Do they do this for black men? Hell no.